In this video, I'm going to be breaking down David Kouadio and, of course, how you also can be an unstoppable point guard in the middle school or even high school age. Let's get down, let's check out David, but also make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. Okay, so the first thing that I really want to explain is just by simply dribbling across the imaginary line that separates the left and right side of the court will gather multiple defenders. This is a very deadly spot on the court, and this will gather, look at how many eyes. Watch right here. We've got one set of eyes here, and of course one here. When this happens, there's also a defender here with Etienne who is paying attention to Etienne, but nobody is paying attention to the far side or the far technically weak, I guess you could say, side man who's cutting baseline. David was able to get that pass through, and they were able to get the assist and 2 points. If you're a point guard, you always have to be keeping your head up and looking for baseline cutters. If you've got a teammate or teammates who like to move off ball, as we see right here, you can get yourself a lot of easy assists. But you also have to call your own number once in a while too. If you're always just passing the ball, they're going to give you a ton of space. And that is what happens when you pass the ball. So if you want to be an unstoppable point guard, look at how much space David's gathered just by simply passing the ball a few too many times. As soon as you see that you've got space, you can launch these threes no matter how deep they are, and you can bang them like David does here. And then you can keep on banging these threes until they start guarding you. And that's exactly what happened here. They started guarding him. They were overplaying a couple of different players, and there was the key that was wide open in this case. There's also a massive height advantage here because David is more of a shooting guard, small forward height, but he's a fantastic point guard, which is why we play him as a point guard. And this allows him to have that advantage to drive to the rim. He's literally gathered the entire team, and he is still able to finish at the rim. So fantastic job for David in this clip. But being able to have extremely deep range, as we see right here with David, and also in this next clip as well, where this is the actual three-point line for his age. This is the senior high school / FIBA three-point line, and he's still at least 3 to 4 feet deeper than the FIBA line. This is deeper than NBA range, and he's still able to bang that shot. You have to be able to have range if you're a point guard, because this is what's going to open up the court when they start guarding you tighter. You can have those passing lanes or those attack lanes to the basket. That's exactly what we see here. When he's attacking this defense, he's able to gather multiple defenders, and because this man right here, David's a very smart player. He understands that if there's a man who helps one pass away, you have to pass to that man. And right here we see that Andrew's able to bang the corner three. Andrew's one of the best corner three-point shooters that I've seen. And having a center who knows how to move off ball like Kyle right here, David's able to attack his man, and Kyle's able to go from the elbow down to the block. Because his man is now leaving him, this man is not playing help defense on Kyle, which leaves Kyle wide open. David's able to get that pass over top to Kyle so that he can get that layup. Now, if we really watch this pass, while it's an over-the-head pass, this is not a lob pass. It was a straight line pass to Kyle so that he could finish, and Kyle did not have any dribbling. He went straight back up. So great job to these two on this clip. And being able to play off ball, as we see right here, getting into the corner and then waiting just a couple of seconds for his man to cut to the basket. This was a skip pass to the corner. This is a fantastic play that you can run where you skip pass to the corner and then cut. Now this man is expecting that pass back out to the wing, and because this was a skip pass to the corner, generally speaking, now these guys are paying attention to the corner and not to the man who's cutting from the point. And that allowed David to get that pass through to Chris, who was able to then finish at the rim. Now, really watch this clip right here. Now, this team that we're playing against, Cadogan Elite, is one of the best full court press teams in Ontario. Everyone is always worried about their full court press, but we basically made it mincemeat. Look at how many dribbles we took. We took nothing until David gets that ball back. This is a super simple press where you just get that ball to the free throw line extended. That's going to spread out that defense. Now you have the whole middle that's open. David gets that ball back, takes 1-2 dribbles, he gets past half. Now they have to pick up David man-to-man or play their zone, whatever they were doing. Right here, they were playing a man. Well, again, corner man cuts to the basket. Remember, that's our offense. Either corner man takes the three or he cuts if it's wide open. When that happens, Darius gets that ball and he's able to get that layup. All because everyone was worried about David crossing that middle of the court. That gathered a lot of eyes. Obviously, he's our number one scoring option. And that's going to be opening up the opportunities for other players to cut off ball, which we see right here with Darius. Also knowing how to use a screen, how to use a rescreen. Right here, David's able to get a wide open three. You have to be a three-level scorer. You need to be able to shoot from the mid-range, the three-point line, finish at the rim, but also pass that ball out of double teams. This is what's going to make you an unstoppable point guard. We can see that right here. He passes to the corner. He cuts to the basket. Because his man left him for the corner man, Andrew, remember, Andrew's a very good corner three-point shooter. People are going to be worried about a good three-point shooter in the corner. They don't want that ball to go there. They're going to be trapping the corners in some zones. That's going to open up the middle of the key if you just simply cut to the basket. And that's exactly we see what David does here. He doesn't take that dribble. He goes straight up and gets the foul call. Fantastic job. If you want to be a better basketball shooter, make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. But also, make sure to go check out David Hoop with David on Instagram so you can keep up to date with all of his highlights. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.